start many were anticipating. Michael Eaves has much more anchoring our coverage from Augusta.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. And yes, welcome to Augusta National. The first round of the 2018 Masters Tournament is in the books here at Augusta. We had a lot of drama early on, and a lot of it centered Andy North around this man, four-time champion Tiger Woods, playing for the first time in 3 years.
Yeah, early on, he hit the ball reasonably solid the first 9. The putter didn't react very well. That was a 3-putt at the par 4 fifth. Unfortunately, it was a putt that it was very difficult to get any closer than that than the first one.
The 11th hole, wayward tee shot. He had a couple of those on the back 9. Hitting his second here, trying to shape something, Andy, but just went right into the patrons.
Well, he was a little bit unlucky there. He's trying to skin it down the right-hand side, then get the hill to take it down in front of the green. That led to a bogey. And then this is a tee shot at the 12th hole that you just cannot hit. Coming up short right, which is the miss for all right-handers. Catches the bank and goes into the water. But he was able to take it down and drop it and play a good pitch and make about a 15-footer to save bogey, which was huge. And here is that putt. This is a huge putt at this time. He hasn't made any putts at all. It looks like he's going to make a double bogey. He makes that one, and that helps him set up a little bit of momentum to finish the day.
All right, so he's still 3 over par when he gets to 14. And a second shot here from 161 yards out, trying to get a little momentum, a little feel-good going back into his round.
And this is really a tough second shot because you have so little room left of the hole, but that's where you have to land the ball, because if you land it a little bit to the right of the hole, it'll end up sliding all the way back down the green. It could be as much as 60 or 70 feet away. Beautifully played, well executed, setting up a very makeable birdie putt, which he knocks in.
And then here at 16th, he got a good read from his playing competitor, Mark Leishman, who putted just before him. He puts just the amount of speed on it, slides in the right side, 22-footer, finishes 1 over 73. But Tiger, he's just excited to be back here competing.
It felt great to be back out there again. You know, I've only come up here the last couple of years just to have food. So it's nice to get out here and play and know that I had this golf course in front of me. Didn't play the par 5s very well today. I played an even par. You know, and if I clean up the par 5s, you know, I'm right up that board. But also the fact that I got myself back in this tournament. And I could have easily let it slip away, and I fought hard to get back in there, and now I'm right back in this championship. I know there's a lot of holes that we played. There's a lot of guys, you know, right around 2 over par and probably close to 4 or 5 under by the end of the day. It's going to be packed, and we know that. The weather can be changing, so it's going to be a fun test the next 54 holes.
You know, and Andy, that's a very good point. Tiger did have a chance for this round to sort of get away from. He really grinded, as he always has, to get it 2+1. Take a look at his career as a professional here at Augusta National in terms of strokes under par. First round, that's not untypical for him. Atypical, pardon me.
Well, I mean, it's amazing. You look at how he's played all the other rounds, the fact that he struggled out of the gate. And I think some of it here at Augusta, they make an effort to make some very difficult hole locations on Thursday, and you're coming out trying to make sure you don't shoot yourself out of the tournament, so maybe you're a little bit more conservative. But overall, you expect him to play much better the next few days.
Now, when everyone was dissecting Tiger's game over the last 5 tour events coming in here to Augusta National, one thing that everyone kept pointing to was the driver. Yes. He made some changes to it. He switched the shaft in both the driver and the 3-wood. But a couple times today, yet again, Andy, his driver got away from him off the tee.
Well, he started out early in the round and hit some really good drives early. And then in the middle of the round, he sort of lost it a little bit. And this happens to every single player. You start struggling a little bit, and it's hard to fix. He hit this one to the right at 11. That set up the bogey that we saw the second shot earlier. And that's usually his miss. And then at 13, he's trying to hit a draw around the corner and blocks this one out to the right. So this is a par 5 that he hasn't put it in play, so he's got to lay the ball up. Then a couple of holes later, he gets to the 15th, another par 5. And he goes and hits this one well to the right, putting himself in position. There's no way to reach this green in 2. He's going to have to lay up again. So he went through a stretch of holes here in the middle of the round where he sort of lost control of the swing, which happens to every one of us who's ever played. But the key is, after that, he figured it out. He hit some quality shots the last 4 or 5 holes and was able to make a couple of birdies and get himself back into this tournament.
So again, 73 here in the first round. And as we mentioned, Tiger's not really scored very well traditionally here in the first round. But you take a look at the leaderboard. We're going to show you to Jordan Spieth and Tony Finau in a moment, but if you're Tiger Woods walking off this golf tournament, we just heard from him, how would you be feeling going into the second round?
Well, first of all, you take something positive away because the way he played those last 5 holes where he actually hit some better shots, made a couple of putts. I mean, he didn't make a single putt the first 10 or 11 holes, and finally he knocked a couple in. That helps take the top off and you relax a little bit. He made a few better swings, and I think that's what he takes away, that I hit some better irons coming in, a couple of better drives. That sets me up for better play the next 3 days.
And we'll see how he will be feeling on Friday as he tries to chase down this man, Jordan Spieth, who won the green jacket a few years ago. He just plays so well here.
Well, this is where this round really started. He's going along, playing very nicely, couple under par, which is just fine, but this is a stretch where he just absolutely lit it up. 2 beautiful shots at 13, 2-putt for birdie. Then he gets to 14. Hits a beautiful iron in below the hole, exactly where you want it, drills it. You give Jordan Spieth 8, 10, 12-footers straight up the hill here at Augusta. He's going to make a whole bunch of them. Then to 15th hole. This is a hole the players really struggle on today. You saw Sergio hit 5 balls in the water by spinning the ball off the green. Here he plays a dead-handed shot, not much spin on it, controls it beautifully, sets up yet another birdie. So now all of a sudden he's gone from in it to right at the top of the lead, really doing his thing. That was a beautiful shot. Par 3, 16. This is a hole that when a player hits a good shot, he knows it as soon as it leaves the club head, and he loves this one. He knows it's all over it, right at it. Another beautiful iron setting up straight up the hill, just a little bit of right to left break, which he knocks that one in. So right now, trust me, he's having fun at this point in time. He wasn't very happy with the tee shot he had at 17 because he knew he'd put it far enough on the left side of the fairway he's going to have some problems. So he takes it up over the corner of the trees, hits a nice little draw, plays it beautifully. Notice how that ball is spinning left as it hits the green. That's because it's drawing in there, takes the slope. Down there, another one about 7, 8 feet from the hole. And again, what do you think he's going to do? It's going right in the middle of the hole. 5 in a row, beautifully played, a lot of quality shots. 7 under going to the last hole.
He would make bogey at the 18th to finish 6 under par, but is good enough for a 2-shot lead. Here's Tom Rinaldi with Jordan after the round.
Jordan Spieth near the top of the leaderboard at Augusta National. We were talking just a moment ago. You made the turn, you made a switch, and it ignited that birdie run. What was it?
Yeah, I had phenomenal up and downs on 10, 11, 12. Kept the momentum going. My hand was slipping a little bit, just getting a little sweaty out here, and I switched gloves on 13 fairway, and I started pin seeking after that. I had a lot of good numbers, though, numbers I can hit nice full shots, and that makes a big difference here at Augusta.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Jordan Spieth. In 17 career rounds here at the Masters, he's led outright or shared the lead 9 times. In fact, it's 9 of the last 15 rounds. And for a little perspective, you see there that's 4th most all time. Tiger Woods, though, Andy, has played 82 more rounds than Spieth here at Augusta, but Spieth and Tiger have led the same amount of rounds in their career. Just amazing.
That's absolutely amazing. There's a lot of really good players who've played a lot of Masters that have never led after a single round. So that's obviously, this is a golf course he truly loves. He said that. And his putting here is so good. And I think one of the reasons he putts so well here is there's so much break and there's so much speed in these greens. He forgets anything he's doing technically with the putter, and it all becomes feel. And when players do that, they start making a lot of putts.
But, Andy, we talk so much about this golf course that it favors the bombers, the big hitters, the guy who hit it really high, even with long irons. That's not Jordan Spieth's game whatsoever. You mentioned the putting. Clearly, that's obvious. But there has to be other aspects to why he's so successful here.
He's not short by any stretch of the imagination. We saw him at 13. Knock it around the corner,
True.
Have a middle iron to the green. So he's a player that understands himself, and when he does miss greens, he's so good pitching the ball that we saw the example at 18. Bad drive, second had to come out, third wasn't any good. Over in a spot that it's very difficult to hit it up, and he almost holds it from 30 yards off the green. So he is a spectacular talent and really understands what he needs to do to play well, and he's got this place figured out.
And again, Jordan Spieth 6 under par, giving him a 2-shot cushion going into Friday's second round. Tony Finau, what a story he is just to be on the golf course. We'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later from here at Augusta National, but also Matt Kuchar there as well, and Rory McIlroy trying to complete the career Grand Slam. Also with a very good opening round is Phil Mickelson, 2 under 70 on his round today. You see his card there, going out in 36, coming back in 34. More on him as he finishes up the last second preparation here on the range, getting ready for Friday's round 2. Right now, we'll send it back to Kevin Nagandi in our SportsCenter studios.